Good morning everybody and welcome to my assembly for this week. I'm quite sure by now that you have all heard that you'll all be coming back to school here on the 8th of March. First of all, we are really looking forward to having you all back. But I'm sure some of you are wondering why it's okay for you all to be back at school now. So I wanted to try and help you understand that a little bit more today. So I'm sure you've also heard that lots of people are getting what's called a vaccine. And I'm going to help you understand why a vaccine is helping the country to be a safer place. So first of all, we know that there's something called the coronavirus. And just like other things that make us poorly, a coronavirus has its own shape. Now I've got a soft toy version of the coronavirus here, and the reason it's called a coronavirus is that it looks a bit like a crown, and the word corona does actually mean crown. So that's my coronavirus. This is a virus that we get quite a lot. This one here is rhinovirus. And rhinovirus is just when we have a horrible cold and we might feel a bit sniffly and have a runny or blocked up nose for a little while. I'm not sure this is the actual shape, but I bet you can all tell me what virus this represents. Haven't heard a lot of it recently, but this virus is the chickenpox. Now, when one of these viruses invades your body, you have something special. You have a special tool which tries to seek them out and collect them. And that tool looks a bit like this, and it's called an antibody. And once it knows that your body has something inside it that it shouldn't, its job is to go around to seek out the viruses and to catch it in its claws. Just to let you know, these things are absolutely tiny inside your body, and it needs a special piece of equipment called a microscope to be able to look and see it. Today, I'm using different bits of pasta to represent viruses to help explain how a vaccine is going to help. So this could be any sort of virus, but this is my coronavirus. So just like lots of your family might have had, I've had my vaccination. You'll remember I wasn't very well last year, so I was one of the people that the doctors thought it was really important that I had extra protection from coronavirus. All I felt was a sharp scratch and it was absolutely fine. So what my body has now done, it's learned what the coronavirus looks like. So if before I had my vaccination, I got the coronavirus, the first thing my body would have to do would be this. It'd be a bit like a game of hide and seek. So I'm going to blindfold myself. I'm going to pick up my tweezers. And I'm going to see if I can pick out any of the coronaviruses. I've got Mrs. Butcher filming me today, and I'm going to ask her to count 10 seconds. And that's all the time I've got to see if I can find any coronaviruses inside my body. Here's my body, my jelly, with my pasta inside. So Mrs. Butcher, when you're ready to count, I'll start going.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Right, how did I do? I only managed to find one coronavirus, and I left quite a lot inside my body, which means I'd still have an impact and I might feel poorly from the coronavirus this time. Now I've had my vaccination. Here's my antibody, and it's learned now, it knows what the coronavirus looks like. So I'm not playing hide and seek anymore. I haven't got a blindfold on. If I get infected with the coronavirus, this clever little tool, the antibody, knows exactly what it's looking for. And so this time, Mrs. Butcher's going to count 10 seconds again, and we're going to see how effective I am at getting rid of the coronavirus and catching it and stopping it making me feel poorly. Are you ready, Mrs. Butcher?
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Ooh, that was jelly that time.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There you go. And the antibodies this time managed to catch all of the coronavirus. So that protected my body. It might have been that a little bit was left, and that's why I still might have got a bit sniffly, but it would stop me, the vaccine would stop me now from getting very, very ill. And so that's why vaccines are helping us and allowing us to come back to school. So, I hope you enjoyed my science lesson today. I hope I've helped you to understand it. Grown-ups, you might understand more about science than me and might think that some of it isn't exactly as accurate as it could be, but I thought it was a lovely way of explaining to you all how the vaccine is helping us to be safer and allowing us all to come back to school. See you all soon.